Alright, in the shop today, I had a friend of mine that dropped off this sweet 1999 Trans Am 30th anniversary edition. He's just having a couple issues with it. He's only had it a short time, but the power windows in it were not working very well. They were very slow to go down and get stuck on their way up. So I did a little bit of research and found out this is a pretty common issue with these F-body cars in these later years. So I went ahead and ordered a couple of new motors for it, and looked up some information on how to go about the best way to replace them, and found there's a quick way to go about doing this. I've already done the driver's door on this car, and basically once you remove the door panel, you can go in and remove your plastic to access the area. And these doors are, alright, don't take all the plastic off, okay? I just need the front off, buddy. Ashton's always wanting to help. But these doors are completely composite doors. They're plastic, inside and outside shell. So, how you access the motor, because GM, like a lot of the late model manufacturers, have kind of thought that pop riveting things together is the best way to put things together on these cars. Why? I don't know. As you can see, it's got rivets here holding some other things together, but the motor itself, which this is the old motor, it's got some, it has 3 pop rivets here, here, and here that hold it to the window regulator frame. So the easiest way to do this, are you going to help me out here, buddy?
What it turns on?
Well, that's the light so I can see what I'm doing.
But I see what
You trying to see inside the door there?
right here.
Well, we're not working up in there. We're working on the door right here. Can you see where I drilled the holes at? So what you do is you drill some holes in the door frame, inner door frame, to access the areas where the pop rivets are. Drill out your pop rivet, pop your motor off, pop your new one on, and the new motors come with assembly screws and lock washers and nuts to hold the new motor on. So I'm going to go ahead and set the camera up on a time lapse and do the other door so you can see the procedure and how it's done. Okay, first step in taking these doors apart is you got to get the door panel out of your way. And you've got some screws, and then there's some molded clips on the panel itself that hold it to the door frame. So you got a Phillips screw here, and then there's a screw in here. You take this little trim piece off, and then you've got one screw in here. There's a screw up in here. Remove your window switch plate here, and then there's a screw down inside of there. And then we've got one screw down inside of this pocket. All Phillips screws, you take out those 4 screws, remove this piece, and then the door panel will kind of lift up and off. There's no clips that push in. It just, you set the door panel in and push it down. To come off, you push it up and pull back. So that's how you get the door panel off. So I guess I'm going to put this all in time lapse, and you can watch the process. Looks like these door panels have another common issue where they crack. As I notice here, there's a crack in this door panel, and there was one on the driver's side too. So, and this car doesn't have that many miles on it, so just a couple of the idiosyncrasies of these models. Alright, so that was the installation of the window motor in this door. As you saw, pretty simple. Once you figure out where you got to drill your holes at in the door, you can kind of look down in there and gauge as to where you need to drill them. Drill out your pop rivets. The motor on this side pretty much fell out. Just put the new one in, get your screws put in, screw it back together. Always check your new motor before you put it back together though, just to make sure that your new hardware is going to work. And Ashton's going to help me put the door back together so we can get this car finished and get it back to the customer. So hopefully this video was helpful to somebody who's got the same problem with one of their GM cars, newer GM cars, the window motor's going bad. Don't show your belly off to everybody. And if so, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave me some comments. Go ahead and share this video with everybody you can. Help my channel grow. Appreciate everybody following, and we'll see you again soon.